everybody. So we're on the road again. Yay! Finch is back there. He's in his bed. And we're finally traveling, and look at the weather. It's gorgeous. We're trying to head today to Manning Park. We would like to try to de-winterize on this trip, so we'll see how it goes. So we hope you enjoyed this video.
So this is the winter map. There's actually another road that comes down here and goes out along there. It's only open in the summer, and we're guessing it's because the water taps there are regular water taps, whereas at our site, which is 41, we're up here, and all the other sites that you see here have a winter water tap that wouldn't freeze. So the sites along here start at 58 and run up, and are probably the nicest because you actually get a view of the lake in some cases, and then a little bit of the stream, and then obviously the forest. Now what did surprise us is that mule deer is currently open as well. It's one of our favorite places to be, and if you can get a site along the river, it's wonderful. Still some snow here. I think this is probably the result of it being packed down for cross-country skiing. So most of the snow's gone, but wherever it's been compressed or in the shade, still a little bit left behind. This is 20 Minute Lake. This is more of the little muddy trail. We're just going to scoot down here. Yeah, last time I was here, it was frozen. I'm going to have to leave our horse behind. This is where we watch if Mickey's running shoes have a lot of grip on snow. I know my shoes don't. The question is, with the somewhat ominous looking clouds that are coming our way from the west, should we set up some stuff outside? Tables, chairs? I'll ask Mickey.
I just sauteed some zucchini, mushrooms, onions, red peppers, just with some soy sauce and garlic and ginger. I've got vegan sausage. Gordon's got some chicken and some mashed potatoes, and that's dinner. It's kind of a rush dinner, but
it's starting to rain, so we're trying to get it done quickly. And I've got a little bit of chicken. We brought a barbecue chicken for me. And soon to be mashed potatoes.
Instant Idahoan, mashed potatoes.
It's about 11 o'clock and it's snowing. I don't know if you're able to see it. It's hard to focus on with this camera. Middle of May. We are actually up in the mountains.
Beautiful morning, everyone. Good morning. Not quite spring. Feels more like the beginning of winter. Our new bed worked out well, our bed hack. I don't think either of us slept very well though, because Finch was up and about, and when Gordon had to leave to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, he was getting very anxious and tried to run out. Hey Finch, I thought you were relaxed for a second. There you go, settle down. Yeah, there you go. Morning kiss from Finch.
So this morning I thought I'd head out. I just wanted to see if I could get a better view of the campground from maybe up a little higher on the hillside. It's a steep hill. Getting over the logs is the worst part. Okay, here's actually the cliff I wanted. And I don't think you'll be able to see it, but I can just see the corner of Lightning Lake over there. The sites closer to the forest, the mountain hill, are 30 amp sites. Middle section are pull-through sites. You can see some bigger RVs there. And then you can just see some of the edge closer to the road, which is where we are. Well, my morning expedition is done. Goal accomplished. So the negative side to taking this route is the snow drifts are a little deeper. And my knee's about, you can guess how much farther down. And I don't have gaiters on, so. And now, both legs. Turn the camera off and do a mad scramble. Because of the deadfall, I wouldn't recommend anyone doing that. Here's the back entrance to the campsite that we're at. And the sites over there, those would be probably the nicest sites because they're off the road, other than the site 58 where there's a nice view. These are nicely set in the forest since they're not on the map. All right, so it's probably like up to 80, well, 84, 85, 86. So from 58 to 86 are the forested sites. 58 has a nice view. Actually, a couple near 58 have nice views. These are pleasant as well. Folks getting ready to leave. There was a lot of rental RVs here, we noticed, and it sounded like in many cases German tourists by the language, which is very common. I'm surprised a bit early though. A lot of places are going to find they're still going to have snow like we do. Our van is right through those two washrooms, which are currently closed. I guess they open them up in the summer. Pretty certain they're flush toilets. I'm sure they are because they have sinks for people who can wash dishes and things if you're tenting. All right, sun's come out. It's actually kind of toasty. Snow's melted off our van. I was just noticing on a lot of the rental RVs, their windows had a lot of condensation. I think someone didn't let them know they should probably leave a window open in the middle of the night, even if it's cold. We have our little window screen in, but we still have some condensation in the front window. Not too bad though.
We should have our mat down.
Yeah, we should have our mat down, but we took everything in because it was snowing. We just were, yeah, you can't go into the van. We just paid the parks people who are right over there. They'll have the summer sites, which are the 30 amp sites next to the forest, open hopefully by the May long weekend, but because it's still freezing, they haven't opened it. Finch is keen to go under the van. I can understand why. Oh, he didn't like the sound of the parks truck.
Gordon's cooking for a change.
It's easy stuff. Boil water, flip food. I can handle that. With one hand in my pocket. I think this is called Just Egg. Mickey likes it. It's a vegan egg alternative. And these are vegan Canadian bacon. Breakfast sandwich. Just egg, vegan Canadian bacon, a vegan tomato, whole grain English muffins.
Just came back in the van and Finch is all curled up in my fleece jacket. I couldn't find him at first. Hey Finch, were you cold? Are you coming out now? No. Hey, there you are. Your lovely face.
This is my high-tech solution to making sure if there's any snow, it doesn't get all buried. This is my surge protectors under there. It also just hides it from prying eyes. I think it's actually probably the quietest campground that we've slept in a long, long time. Which
yeah.
we were just sitting here last night, just amazed how quiet it was.
But of course, it'll be very different during the summer when
it's
you know there's a lot of people around in big groups.
I wasn't expecting too much, although we had some friends. A shout out to Steve and Darlene, who are our viewers, and they were here maybe a month ago and did the trip that we were going to do actually, and they spoke quite highly of it. And I think it's actually BC's newest campground. It opened in December of 2021, and it's probably also one of the more expensive ones. Quite a bit more expensive. I think the cheapest campsite in Manning Park, if you're at one of the rustic sites at Mule Deer, say for example, is it about $25 or $28, something like that. So quite a bit more if you want to pay for all the services. And for people that have big rigs like fifth wheels or big motorhomes, yeah, it's really designed a lot for that. That's what the whole middle sections are for, I think. One thing we also wanted to note is that if you do come here, and I think these sites are all reservable, and probably in the summertime you'd have to reserve, it won't be on the BC Park system until, we were just talking to one of the parks people, probably in September for reservations beginning in November. This campground will be open all year round, so it's with the electrical sites and with the heated washroom, of course, it's designed for people who come here in the winter.
Yeah, so they actually didn't have time to add this into the new BC Park system, this park, this campground, so that's why they did it that way. They had Manning Park manage the reservation system right now, but the goal is to eventually have it fall under BC Parks. So if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.